Oh, wakey, wakey. Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Oh, yeah, not skate Monday. Skated so much yesterday. Holy shit. Felt amazing. That Flagler Beach skate park we went to. Just had a little bit of everything. Skated there for 2 hours straight. And just kept going and going and going. And we had to deal with the weather, you know. It never got any better yesterday. Sun never came out. And the pressure was delivered. So yeah, I had to deal with pressure, but not till after that Flagler Beach skate park. Like the whole time I was there, I was fine. Once we stopped, got in the truck, started driving 30 minutes to the next skate spot, that was it. You know, it wasn't swollen, it was just fucking pressurized. So I took it easy at the next couple of skate spots, but still was rolling, still pushing, still just cruising. Just had to, discipline myself. So today is definitely discipline, rest, and recovery. I need to just chill and get optimized for tomorrow's training. So yeah, no biggie. Let's do it. Let's go fuel.
So somebody's asking, this question, and anyway, can bone-on-bone cartilage loss grow back?
I've actually seen it multiple times. They've actually got another millimeter or two of cartilage in the joint. So I think definitely diet's going to help, definitely. But if you are bone on bone, if you're considering having a knee replacement, I would definitely Google prolotherapy and find a doc in your area who does PRP prolotherapy. And I would try that for 3 to 6 months before, and in addition to eating carnivore, before I had my knee chopped out. I would try that as a last resort.
Wet, cool, foggy morning. Seems to be the norm over the last week. God damn. Good morning, wakey, wakey. All right, moving around. It's amazing. I don't have any pressure in my knees right now. And after yesterday, man, it was like both of them. None now. So that feels good, but we gotta take it easy today. Let's go do some skate pipe art and fuel. What are we eating today? Beef, bacon, butter, and egg. All right, we got a couple orders from the weekend, so I want to thank Chris once again. Chris, got you covered. and Roderick from California. Roderick, got you covered, my friend. Thank you guys both. I'm gonna get these packed up and right to you.
Yeah, I think so. When you did that, was it kind of more of relief, like cool, I don't have to do this?
All right, bone ape tit, yummy fucking yummy. Beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. Mmm. Mmm. Damn, who cooked that steak? All right, bath time.
Hey guys, as you may know, I did a TEDx talk in the summer about my experience with the Lion Diet. The all-meat diet that put my autoimmune disorder that caused crippling arthritis and gave me 2 joint replacements into remission. I followed TEDx's guidelines very carefully as I'm aware my experience with diet is anecdotal. I finished the talk asking the medical system to look into the diet further. We spent the last 4 months going back and forth with TEDx because they won't post the talk. I was the only talk from that TEDx conference that they refused to post. They said my talk went against their community guidelines, but couldn't name exactly what it went against. And it didn't. Like I said, I was really careful. Since then, Harvard has put out a study on the carnivore diet that I've linked below, showing other people who have also had success putting their diseases into remission. This is something that should be taken seriously and looked into. TEDx is supposed to be a place for new ideas and novel thinking and anecdotal reports. They have tons of vegan talks claiming veganism cures diseases, but my story didn't make it through because it violated community guidelines they can't name. So I decided to put it up here. Enjoy.
Hi, my name's Michaela Peterson, and I'm here to talk about how I put my idiopathic autoimmune disorder and mood disorder and chronic fatigue into remission with an extreme elimination diet of only eating meat. But I will start at the beginning. When I was 2, I started walking with my feet out like a duck. And by the time I was in grade 2, I was walking downstairs 1 foot at a time, complaining that my shoes were too small. And I was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, active in 37 joints. I was put on methotrexate and naproxen to get my symptoms under control and had cortisone injected into 17 of my joints in grade 2. I was sitting on a chair in class because I couldn't sit on the carpet because I couldn't sit on my knees or cross my legs. I was using this really ugly fat pencil because I couldn't hold a pencil because I couldn't close my hand. When I was in grade 4, I was put on Enbrel, a biologic immune suppressant, and I started injecting myself with Enbrel and methotrexate twice a week, and I was put into a medically induced remission, and I went on all the sports teams I could go on. I went from being nearly wheelchair bound to playing sports. At the same time, my mental health declined dramatically, and I started experiencing OCD symptoms and suicidal thoughts. And I was put on SSRIs and diagnosed with major depressive disorder, potentially bipolar type 2 with hypomania. When I was in grade 8, I started experiencing the sensations of mosquitoes biting my whole body and chronic fatigue. And by chronic fatigue, I mean I couldn't wake up and I was falling asleep in class. By the time I was in grade 11, my arthritis had gotten bad enough that it had destroyed all the cartilage in my right hip. And I stopped being able to sleep because of the pain and was put on OxyContin. And when I was 17, I had my hip replaced. While I was healing from my hip replacement, my body destroyed all the cartilage in my left ankle, and I ended up walking on basically broken bones. So I had my ankle replaced, so that was 17. I went off to university, and my mental health deteriorated further. They tried to stabilize me with Wellbutrin, and I ended up having a grand mal seizure at the university library. They tried to stabilize me with an SNRI, and I was so angry I felt like I could claw my skin off. So I figured if I don't figure out what's wrong with me, I'm going to die because my body was destroying its tissues. At that point, I was on Tylenol 3 to take at night because the shoulder pain was so bad from the arthritis that wasn't kept in check that I couldn't sleep. I was taking 40 milligrams of Adderall just to wake up in the morning because of the idiopathic hypersomnia. I was taking Dapsone, which is an antibiotic used to treat leprosy so that my skin would heal. I was taking 40 milligrams of escitalopram for the depression. I was taking an inhaler because if I got a cold, it would turn into bronchitis, that would turn into pneumonia, and I'd end up in the hospital because of the immune suppressants. I was taking a prescription strength antihistamine because I was so allergic to trees and grass that I was verging on anaphylaxis in the spring. Anyway, there were more. So I started researching and I came across this rash eventually called dermatitis herpetiformis, which is the skin manifestation of celiac disease, which is an autoimmune disorder that can be triggered by gluten. And I thought, holy shit, is it celiac disease the whole time? So I cut out gluten. I went off of my immune suppressants, which weren't really working anyway, given the fact I'd lost a hip and an ankle. And I started monitoring my symptoms really closely to look for flare-ups. So for the next year, I went in and out of what I now know was SSRI withdrawal mixed with an autoimmune disorder and food sensitivities, and I had 24-day-long reactions each time I tried to reintroduce a food. About a year after that, I figured maybe I'll just stop reintroducing foods and not experience this. I was breastfeeding, getting out of bed, my wrist buckled. I thought, okay, I have to do something because I'm worried I'm going to drop my baby. The arthritis was back, I was itchy everywhere, and I was like, how is this possible? If I'd experienced remission, why isn't that diet working anymore? And I cut everything out except for beef. And 2 weeks after doing that, thinking I'm nuts and hopefully I don't get vitamin deficiencies, the itch went away and my joints started to feel better. 4 weeks after that, so 6 weeks after an all beef diet, the depression lifted and I stopped crying in the morning. And 5 months after that, the anxiety lifted and I was back in what I felt was heaven compared to how I'd been living. So that's all beef, all lamb, salt, and water. Now, I've been talking about this diet to spread awareness and in hopes that the medical community can take something like this seriously. My mom went on the diet and her osteoarthritis went away. My dad went on the diet and he lost 70 pounds. His GERDs went away. He had psoriasis. That went away. I've talked to thousands of people with autoimmune disorders who've done similar things and seen similar results. So that is me now. That is my kid. I'm a CEO. I'm a podcaster. I try to share my experience to get people to see what this kind of diet does for me. I call it the lion diet because it's not cool to be this restricted, and it's not cool to have an autoimmune disorder and people who are sick feel isolated and miserable. So I'm trying to make it cool, but what would be really cool would be if the medical community could take this seriously and do some case studies. That's it.
Go ahead. Alrighty. Cheers to healers. Alright, about to trim the fat off yesterday's video, go through all the skate clips, and see what I can throw together. Yeah, hopefully your weekend was incredible. Hopefully your Monday has started off terrific already. And yeah, let's get through this week. We custom 54 mil Dragons, Indy 144s, mob grip. Loving it.
Like 3 years.
Alright, let's take a look around what we got. Why? Hello, good morning. Alright, just got done editing yesterday's video. Whole bunch of skating, but it was awesome to edit. So yeah, now Mr. Sun finally came out. Time to get a stretch on. Let's do it.
Big red sun aboard shortcut paper. Highway humming door the orange containers. Lights on the runway or the Captain Kramer. Holding his heat and his cheeks since brained. Cargo SS minaret cheaper.
Good stretch, good stretch. Feeling in alignment still. Slightly sore, but feeling good. Beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. With that bacon grease. Oh yeah. That's money in the bank right there. I got a full jar. Bacon fat. There it is. Pound of beef. 5 eggs. Butter. Bacon. And bacon fat. Bone ape tit. It's affordable. It's cheaper than a carbohydrate diet. And it's fucking yummy. Goddamn yummy. Looking forward to tomorrow's training. See how much fucking reserve I get on this one. Pretty good, ready? Come on, we're gonna go to the post office. Yeah, I'm going to the post office and dog park.
Okay.
Take on you to the dog park. You ready? Okay, I'll be right back. I'll drop these off. Thank you, Roderick. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, guys. Enjoy. Thank you. Hello. All right, you want to hit the dog park? Yeah, let's hit the dog park. Hope you can make it outside today. Yeah. Get those legs moving. Move that body. Anya, let's show them how to move that body. That's how you move. Get outside. Find your beauty. And fucking grind through it. Good job. Nice one. Yeah, how's it going? You. All right, take a break. Take a break. Go down. I'm gonna go eat again. Yeah, I'm gonna have, guess what? Beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. Yep, one more meal. And we'll see you bright and early. On that toilet. Yep. Tuesday. Training day. Cobb Tuesday. Let's get rid of this arthritis.
And by doing all this, you address the actual lipoproteins, not cholesterol, a crude indirect marker for the lipoproteins that cause heart disease. We're going to address lipoproteins directly. You can track that using lipoprotein analysis, such as NMR lipoprotein analysis, nuclear magnetic resonance, very commonly available. I've been doing it for over 25 years. You address the LPS endotoxemia that exports gut microbe effects to other parts of the body. You address insulin resistance and its amplifying effect on cardiovascular risk. You reverse inflammation, all the things. So you can see the real tragedy of focusing on such things as saturated fat and cholesterol is that it takes your attention away from the real causes of heart disease.
I had to take a moment to eat a nice, beautiful ribeye steak, which I thought I'd share with you guys. Now, anyone that doesn't realize this as the pinnacle of human nutrition, quite honestly, there's something wrong with you. Anyway, no, this is generally my diet, just for the record, for you guys asking what I might eat, is basically steak and sometimes eggs, and that's pretty much it.
Really? Uh-huh. It's okay for macho men to show every emotion available right there, you know, because I've cried 1,000 times, I'm gonna cry some more. But I've soared with the eagles and I've slithered with the snakes and I've been everywhere in between, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. There's one guarantee in life, and that there are no guarantees, yeah. And understand this. Yeah. Nobody likes a quitter. Nobody said life was easy, so if you get knocked down, take the standing 8 count, get back up, and fight again. And you're a macho maniac. Dig it.